Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. South Korea has imposed a new round of sanctions against North Korea over the regime's military cooperation with Russia and for raising funds to support Pyongyang's nuclear and missile development. Japan also made a similar announcement on the same day. Our foreign affairs correspondent Bae Eun-ji has our top story.
South Korea has issued new sanctions against North Korea as part of its latest efforts to counter the regime's growing nuclear and missile threats. The sanctions were slapped on 7 North Korean individuals and 2 Russian vessels related to military cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow. Among them is Lee Myung-hyuk, a North Korean representing a state-controlled company based in Syria, who is suspected of being involved in the legal trade of weapons and arms equipment with Russia. Another, Hyok-chol, the head of a company based in Vladivostok, was also put on the list for being involved in taking diesel into North Korea from Russia. 5 other individuals helped raise funds to support the North's nuclear missile programs by earning foreign currency as IT workers in Russia. The Russian vessels were placed under sanctions for allegedly transporting military supplies by carrying a large number of containers between Russia and North Korea. With the sanctions now in place, those wishing to engage in financial transactions with the individuals must obtain permission from the governor of the Bank of Korea or the Financial Services Commission. And the captain of the Russian ships must have domestic entry approval from the regulatory authority before entering South Korea. Announcing this on Friday, the Foreign Ministry said weapons trade between North Korea and Russia is a clear violation of UN Security Council resolutions, and stressed that South Korea and the international community have repeatedly called for an immediate end to their illegal military cooperation. Separately, Japan also announced sanctions on 11 organizations and 1 individual, including what it said were Russian groups linked to military cooperation to support the war in Ukraine. The country's chief cabinet secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi said in a press conference that this freezes the assets owned by the targeted organizations and individuals, and added that the transfer of North Korean weapons to Russia could further aggravate the situation in Ukraine. The sanctions come after Russia recently vetoed the extension of a mandate for the United Nations panel of experts that have been monitoring sanctions on North Korea, prompting South Korea, US, and other allies to seek alternatives. Bae Eun-ji, Arirang News.